Imagine this. You're on the luxury cruise of your dreams. You've got the warm sun on your skin, a cool ocean breeze in your hair, and access to all-you-can-eat buffets that seem to stretch for miles. It's paradise. But then, something goes wrong. A passenger by the pool suddenly looks pale. Then another at the dinner table. They start vomiting, one by one. By the next morning, it's not just a few people, it's hundreds. Your dream vacation has just turned into a living nightmare, and it all happened faster than any storm could gather at sea. This is the terrifying, untold truth about how norovirus can hijack a cruise ship and spread with devastating speed. Cruises are designed to be floating paradises, self-contained worlds of fun and relaxation. You have thousands of people from all over the globe coming together to share meals, splash in the same pools, and enjoy world-class entertainment, all on one vessel. It's a community at sea. But that very closeness, the same thing that makes cruises such a unique and exciting experience, also creates the absolute perfect breeding ground for viruses. Think of it as a giant, moving petri dish. Every handshake, every shared serving spoon, every packed elevator ride becomes an opportunity for something invisible and dangerous to pass from one person to another, and another, and another. It's a paradise with a hidden dark side. Now, please be clear. Norovirus isn't your average stomach bug that you might get from some bad leftovers. This is the heavyweight champion of contagious viruses. It's one of the most infectious agents known to science. To give you some perspective, for you to catch the flu, you typically need to be exposed to thousands of viral particles. For norovirus, you only need as few as 18. That's an infinitesimally small amount. Far less than what's contained in a single, almost invisible droplet from a sneeze or a cough. It's practically microscopic, and once it gets a foothold on a ship, it spreads like wildfire. It doesn't just travel through direct touch. It can contaminate food and water, and some studies even suggest it can become airborne lingering in the air after someone gets sick, just waiting for the next person to breathe it in. So, why does it spread so terrifyingly fast on a cruise ship specifically? Let's break down the perfect storm of factors. First, you're in a closed, sealed environment. The air you're breathing is often recycled throughout the ship, meaning viral particles can be circulated far and wide. Second, think about all the shared surfaces. Door handles, elevator buttons, casino slot machines, and especially those buffet tongs. These are high-traffic areas touched by hundreds, if not thousands, of hands every single day. A single contaminated hand can turn a public utensil into a weapon of mass infection. Then there's the food. If just one food handler is infected, and they might not even know it yet, they can contaminate hundreds of plates of food before a single symptom appears. This leads to the next sinister element of norovirus: delayed symptoms. A person can be contagious and shedding the virus for up to 48 hours before they even start to feel sick. They're walking around, touching things, talking to people, and unknowingly spreading the virus all over the ship. Even with the cruise line's rigorous and constant cleaning protocols, norovirus is incredibly resilient. It can survive on hard surfaces for days, even weeks, just patiently waiting for its next victim to come along. It's a stealthy, persistent, and highly effective invader. The impact of these outbreaks is devastating, and it happens more often than you might think. There are stories of ships where things got out of control almost instantly. On one infamous cruise, over 700 passengers and crew members fell violently ill practically overnight. The ship essentially transformed into a floating hospital. The medical staff was completely overwhelmed, working around the clock to care for a small city's worth of sick people. Crew members were going door to door, delivering electrolytes and checking on passengers who were too weak to even leave their cabins. By the time the ship finally managed to dock, the nightmare wasn't over. The virus had already been carried off the ship by disembarking passengers, spreading the outbreak to the port cities. These incidents don't just ruin thousands of vacations. They cost the cruise industry millions upon millions of dollars in medical costs, sanitation efforts, and damaged reputations. It's a logistical and public health catastrophe. So, after hearing all this, you might be thinking you'll never set foot on a cruise ship again. But it doesn't have to be that way. Knowledge is power, and there are concrete steps you can take to protect yourself and enjoy your trip. First and foremost, wash your hands constantly. And I mean constantly. Use soap and warm water and scrub for at least 20 seconds. Hand sanitizer is better than nothing, but it's not as effective against norovirus as proper hand washing. Make it a ritual. Wash before every meal, after using the restroom, and after touching any public surface. Next, try to be mindful of what you touch. Avoid touching shared surfaces with your bare hands when you can use a napkin or your sleeve to open doors or press elevator buttons. And most importantly, keep your hands away from your face. Don't rub your eyes, touch your nose, or your mouth. That's how the virus gets in. If you hear reports of an outbreak on the ship, it's wise to skip the self-serve buffets and opt for restaurants with table service instead. When you first get to your cabin, take a few minutes to disinfect the high-touch areas yourself: doorknobs, light switches, the TV remote, and the phone. Finally, and this is crucial, if you start to feel even slightly unwell, isolate yourself in your cabin immediately and alert the ship's medical crew. Don't be a hero and try to push through it. A few simple, careful habits can genuinely be the difference between the vacation of a lifetime and several days of absolute misery. Your next cruise vacation could be perfectly safe, smooth sailing from start to finish, or could become a viral disaster zone. The scary part is, it often hinges on the smallest moments. It only takes one person with unwashed hands, one careless cough, to set off a chain reaction that can sicken hundreds. So before you step on that gang, remember what you've learned. The power to stay healthy is largely in your hands. Protect yourself, protect those around you, and you can help ensure the only thing that spreads on your vacation is fun and good memories. Thanks for watching. If you found this information helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more true health stories and tips that might just save your vacation, or even your life. Stay safe out there.